Hello lovelies. Today I have an unboxing of some new inks and a new product from Ferris Wheel Press that will be releasing in a couple weeks on March 3rd. They sent over two new inks. One of them is called Cloak and Forest and the other one is the Fluttering Heart, and they also sent an ink carriage that was made for their standard inks, and I'm really curious to swatch these since the ink swatch preview was just gorgeous like always, and I really want to see how that carriage works as well. And as per usual with Ferris Wheel Press, they have the most gorgeous packaging I've ever seen, especially with ink boxes. They put so much detail and care into every piece that just makes it feel extra special. So the first ink that we're gonna look at is Cloak and Forest, and I love how the box always has this foil detailing and it feels so luxurious. Ferris Wheel always has a little story behind each product, and this one says, "Quick, make haste now. Is it a friend or a foe who lurks among the time-chiseled trees? Pluck up the courage to venture beyond untrodden paths and trust in your own instincts to guide you safely to fascinating new discoveries." It has Little Red Riding Hood in the back running away from something, and this is part of their Ferritales collection. I also like that they specify that these inks should be used with medium to broad nibs or dip pens to get the full experience. I find that these fairy tale inks tend to have a chunkier glitter or high sheening effects to them, and they're all very special. The side of the box tells you the base color is green, the sheening is red, and the shimmer is a silver, and also that there is some low shading. I had some trouble opening this box. I'm not sure why. Usually they're a lot easier than this, but it could have just been tousled from the carrier. Anyway, this ink is intact and there are no spills, which is fantastic. And looking at here, I know that it said it had silver shimmer, but it looks blue. And I'm sure it's because of the ink coloring, but it's really cool to see that blue shimmer, and you can almost see the red sheening from the bottle already. It's very cool. I'm gonna shake this one very well since it has a ton of shimmer, just like all the fairy tale inks do. They're very shimmery and just gorgeous. And I'm going to try to show you from the bottle. You could see a little bit of that dark green, blue, and almost red sheening already. It's so strange. I'm going to take my Kakimori dip pen that I've been loving for swatching. And look at how gorgeous this color just lays. Oh, I can't wait to see how it dries. I can see that it already has green and it almost looks blue as well. I don't know, we'll see as it dries. I'm going to do my usual swatch and fill in a faux calligraphy type of thing just to see all the ink properties. I usually post these on my Instagram, but I wanted to do a video for a change. And here you can really see how complex this color is. You can see that red sheening, but it is a green ink and somehow looks blue. I don't know what magic they're doing here, but it's very cool and very unique. I know with a lot of blue inks, you will see some red sheening, but this one is a green ink that somehow shows up blue and red. It's very cool. It kind of reminds me of those mood rings that I had when I was a kid. I think this is going to be a very fun ink to write with letters or even paint with. I've been really curious about painting with fountain pen inks. I really want to open the Carriage, but perhaps we should start with the ink. Let's look at this packaging first. It is stunning. I love the butterflies and the jewels that are on there. This is like the ultimate ink packaging, and I love it so much. I feel like this would have been perfect for Valentine's Day. It's so soft and just elegant, and it just reminds me of luxury, little luxuries. This is one of Ferris Wheel Press's limited edition ink, and for this one you can use with any fountain pen. And I love how on the bottom it says limited edition 2023 fall in love with writing again, which is just so perfect. I love the design on the bottle. It is so gorgeous. It almost looks like a pocket watch face or really part of a Ferris wheel. I love that they stamped 2023 on there, and I just love that the bottle is different compared to their regular everyday inks. And when you turn this around, look at that gorgeous golden shimmer. Ugh, I can't. I love these lighter color inks. Just shaking them looks like a little potion bottle. I feel like I'm gonna end up shaking this like 3 times or something, but look at how pretty it is. This one deserves like a slow motion. Maybe I'll do a slow motion for one of my Instagram reels or something. I love it. It's stunning. Okay, let's just open up this Carriage because I'm very curious about this thing. So the packaging outside of the Carriage matches with the Fluttering Heart ink packaging, so I guess they go together. And on the back of this, it says the Everyday Ink Carriage, and it's also limited edition as well. It says that it's a stand to display your 38 milliliter Ferris Wheel Press ink bottles with flourish while providing support as you fill your fountain pens, which is fantastic because compared to the Ferritales ink bottles, I find that I'm often scared to fill it up and will actually ask someone to hold it for me. You really need a level flat surface, but I do love the design of the Everyday ink bottles since they look so gorgeous on their own and they look really nice displayed on my shelf. Okay, so I'm not sure exactly what this is down here. Okay, so it looks like it's part of where the ink would sit, but it kind of fell apart, and that could be because of the cold weather. I know adhesives tend to not work as well in cold weather, so it might have fallen off because of that. but I'm going to see if I can just put them back where they belong, because right now the pads, the little felt pads, seem very sticky. Okay, so I was able to put them on and it seems like they're not going anywhere, so I don't know. I hope mine was just a fluke. But I really love the detail and the flourishing. It is gorgeous. I believe it's the same material as the cap, which is a brass. And it also has some felt in the bottom to not scratch up your desk. And this is perfect with the everyday bottle, especially the limited edition design. It really does look like a little Ferris wheel, and it looks so gorgeous on the desk. I'm gonna have to take a proper picture of it on my desk to show you guys. And just looking at the packaging, I love that gold foil. Ferris Wheel Press has mastered the art of gorgeous packaging for sure. This looks like the Ferris wheel that is by On the back, you'll see use and care instructions. And it says, take care when filling, ensure that the ink bottle is upright to prevent spills, cap the bottle when not in use, wipe clean with a soft cloth and warm water. Do not submerge in water. Do not use abrasives or solvents to remove dried ink. Okay, so my first impressions of this stand is that it fits perfectly like a puzzle piece. You do have to be careful since there's nothing preventing the bottle from going side to side. If the bottle didn't have a cap, I swear you could just spin this around like an actual Ferris wheel. But it does a great job of holding that ink. Alright, now let's get on to swatching this gorgeous color. I'm gonna shake this ink very well because I really want to see the shimmers on this one. Okay, I'm gonna put this on the little carriage and actually see how well it holds. And it works flawlessly, like I expected it to. This ink is not as saturated as the Cloak and Forest, but it is gorgeous. It has some beautiful shading. And surprisingly, where I wrote Ferris Wheel Press, it's about the size of a German fine or maybe even a Japanese medium. And it's still very legible, which I'm kind of surprised because I thought it would be a little too light. But it's actually really nice. And this is cream paper, so I imagine white paper, it would look bolder. So I drew a little heart just to see how much shading this ink provides, and it is gorgeous. I really love this color. Look at that shimmer. It's so soft and romantic. I feel like, I don't know, for some reason in my head I'm thinking this is like a wedding ink or something. It's just so beautiful and romantic. Along with this set, Ferris Wheel Press actually created their carousel pen in aluminum, which is very cool, and it's gorgeous as well. It has a beautiful butterfly on the grip section, and that will be available for pre-order on the 3rd as well. And you can actually choose a complimentary everyday ink of your choice, which is perfect, especially if you want to gift the pen to someone with some ink, and by someone that includes yourself. And I want to go back to the Cloak and Forest since it's fully dry and just show you how gorgeous this color is. I think this is one of my favorite launches so far. I really enjoy this earthy color that is like a mood changing color, and that blush pink is just stunning. I hope you enjoyed taking a peek at the new releases from Ferris Wheel Press that are coming out March 3rd. I would love to know down below which product you're most excited for, or which ink did you like the most. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.